Condemned gay people, some even calling physical attacks. Could this have helped spark Omar Mateen's hatred for homosexuals? Joining us now to talk about it, Steve Rogers. He's a retired lieutenant detective, formerly with the Nutley, New Jersey Police Department. One of the things that I've investigated in the past are honor killings. And in addition to women who are not faithful, men who engage in homosexual acts are put to death immediately in some Islamic cultures. And there are no consequences for doing that. So is there a cultural mentality that feeds into this, Steve?
Well, I believe there is. Look, free speech enables people in this country to at least speak to that, to say, hey, you know, maybe what we ought to do is kill this person, or we don't like gays, we should kill them. They're protected by free speech. However, saying that, there was a time when we had law enforcement personnel embedded in the Muslim communities, even going to their houses of worship, where we got the intelligence and information that this hate speech, that this horrific speech was being stated to the people in these congregations and encouraging them to commit these acts of violence. Now, with that information, you could begin to connect dots, to conduct surveillances, and then eventually you're going to end up with 2 or 3 suspects that may be in a position to carry out an attack, and you may be able to prevent that.
Yeah, it's interesting that you talk about free speech, but there's been so much in the news recently regarding some social media outlets, Facebook being one, Google being one, perhaps blocking, some conservative viewpoints. But then yesterday, when I was looking online in reference to obviously following up on this, you can find those speeches. They're all over Google. They're all over Facebook. Is there anything that can be done about that?
Yes, there could be. It was being done, and I know what I'm about to say is going to cause a Twitter storm, but we have to give the NSA sweeping powers to start data mining, to start looking at every single bit of communication they can on all of our telephones, on all of our iPads. Now, people are saying, well, it's constitutional and sound to do that. We're not going to have a country left if we don't start really taking this very, very seriously, and that's a game changer.
Well, I think, a lot of people already assume the NSA and other intelligence orgs are already doing that, aren't they?
Well, they were up until a few months ago. Remember the controversy over the NSA doing that, and this government, our Department of Criminal Justice, stopped that. They told them they can no longer.
They say they're stopping it. I'm pretty dubious that they are.
Well, I'll tell you what, I hope that that's not the case, but I believe that if they're able to continue to do the surveillances that they were doing in the past, it's going to be, they're going to prevent a lot of more attacks like this.
I wanted to go back to the family of Mateen. They claim that they did not know that he was radicalized. They claimed that he was not very religious. Even his ex-wife claimed that he was not very religious. But yet the imam of this mosque where he attended said that he was a regular person there at the mosque. And then the father and the sister specifically claiming that she knew nothing about this, but he sold his house to his sister last week for $10.
I find it very hard to believe that no one in that family knew what was going on in the mind of this terrorist. But I can tell you this, there is so much fear. Look, ISIS and these terrorist groups are terrorizing Muslims not to say anything. We have to ensure the Muslim community that if they see something and they say something, that we're going to protect them.
Steve Rogers, thank you very much for being with us.